Today we come upon a topic that goes through many Burton students' minds, the dress code policy. First we'll ask Mr. Kappenhagen more about our dress code. Mr. Kappenhagen, as the principal of our school, can you tell us more about our school's dress code and the purpose of having it?
For sure. At Burton High School, we enforce a school-appropriate and responsible dress code. We want to use all aspects of our schooling, from the time you walk into the doors to the time you leave, as an opportunity for you to learn a valuable life lesson. Just as, Mr. Pearson's got great lessons in biology and Ms. Sullivan's got great lessons in pre-calculus. So I think we use student dress as an opportunity for them to realize what responsible dress is and to help them start the process of modeling what professionalism is. Our students can dress responsibly just as they have, just as you will have to do when you go to the workplace.
Now let's see what the students and staff have to say.
I think that to some extent it's important for schools to have a dress code so that students feel comfortable and like they have a safe space to learn. But I also think that sometimes dress codes can be inhibiting to students and make them feel less comfortable. For example, if there's a really hot day, which we had last semester, and students were forced to cover up. And I also think it's dangerous to argue that a dress code is meant to keep males from being distracted from female students, because it should never be the responsibility of a female to change her actions or her clothing in order to feel safe. That should be something that she feels regardless.
For me, I respect the dress code of how it is right now, but I feel like they could tone it down just a little bit. From my perspective, from a boy, I feel that it's kind of unfair for girls because people think that us boys are distracted from girls' shoulders. But for me, I don't get distracted at all, but that could be just from me. And from a girl's perspective, I would say that it's kind of unfair for them because they have to follow this dress code because of us boys, and that they think that shoulders will distract us from learning. But I disagree with that.
I feel like the dress code is unequal to women. I feel like it's not fair that a woman should have to cover herself on a very hot day. Why should she have to suffer? I feel like it feeds to the whole I asked to get raped kind of thing, like, oh, I dressed that certain way, so I provoked him, I instigated it. No one asked for it. No one should have to go through that. It's not fair, and I feel like no man should come upon a woman just because of the way she's dressed. If a man comes upon a woman, it's because he doesn't have self-control. She didn't do anything to provoke it. And I feel like the fact that our schools are trying to protect us from that happening is kind of like they're contributing to the whole society saying that women do have to hide themselves or else men are going to come upon them. And I feel like that's not fair. I also think that we're young and we should be able to express ourselves, because supposedly they say that, oh, well, you have to dress for the environment because we're preparing you for when you start working. And it's like, okay, but when we start working, we will dress for it. When I work, I dress like how I'm supposed to for work. I don't dress the same as I do for school. For school, I dress how I want to because I'm a teenager and I feel like I should be able to dress how I want.
So what do you think about school's dress code? Do you think it's fair?